Do Jewish parents spank kids like that? No.
No.
So we don't do.
Why? Because first of all, have a lot of immodesty. Putting on the gas stove is not okay.
Your thumb and your pinky.
Many Korean parents are concerned about children's literacy because of cell phones, technology, and stuff. What do you think?
Smartphones are the worst thing that happened to humanity ever.
The worst.
You have the worst garbage. We don't watch movies.
What do
We don't.
do?
We don't got no TV. We stay away. We are an insular community. We keep to ourselves. So we keep all the bad ideas outside. We do not want any non-Jewish ideas in our lives. We believe that what we got is good enough for us. I was on some website once, and it's a regular website where I buy stuff, right? And there was a picture of a woman like pretty much nothing on. And I called them and I said, why are you putting this on the website? It's not okay. I mean, yeah, you can say, oh, if you don't like it, you don't have to buy from the store. You can from my purchase history, you can kind of guess who I am, at what age I am. All right, probably I'm a family man. Why would you put something like that? There's another website. There's a lot of trash out there, and it's geared towards the innocent children to mess with their brain and everything.
You just choose don't watch movies like Netflix and things like that? No.
No.
So we don't do Netflix.
Movies, no. Why? Because first of all, movies have a lot of immodesty. Because a man is supposed to see only his wife. When you see some other woman every day on this, that, a little bit, it messes your brain. It is gonna affect you somehow, somewhere. And secondly, they try to push non-Jewish values and ideas into your head. It's like you're happy the way we are. Like a huge majority of people, Nobel Prize winners are Jewish people. So we got our life going great. Yeah, we really don't need the extra trash.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's like I know other families do. I mean, that's us. Like we don't like the videos, but I think everybody agrees that there's a problem with screens.
I understand that children should be treated with love, but it is really difficult in reality when I feel emotionally drained and exhausted.
Yeah.
Do Jewish parents spank kids? Because I'm asking this because there are some scripture verses to discipline kids.
Yeah.
In Proverbs. So
okay, so we don't hit, we don't spank or anything like that. We don't do that.
It's basically saying, if you see a child, God forbid, going in the wrong direction, help them. Don't say, oh, they got their rights. Oh, it's their life.
Yeah.
Oh, why should I get involved? They can decide for themselves.
I guess there's a school of parenting that says, let kids make mistakes. And I think that there's definitely a place for that, 100%. Like you do have to let them make their mistakes and learn from them. But on the other hand, there has to be a balance of like certain behaviors are not okay.
The problem is you
can't just let them and then let the world take care of.
Yeah. Problem is if parents don't take care of the kids, God forbid, the police will take care of them when they get older.
Also along lines of feeling drained, because I'm with my kids all day. I do make sure that I have time to myself in the day, but I usually like to exercise or like read. I love to read. So like I just try to make sure like my cup is filled.
Being a mother is a very, very hard job. It's a 24/7 job and you don't get paid and you're always on call.
On the Sabbath day, what you can do, what you cannot do.
Okay, it says in the Torah that it's a day of rest. What does that mean? We're not sleeping all day, which would be nice, but we're not sleeping all day. Like when God created the world, that on Sabbath, he stopped creating. So anything that involves creating, we don't do. So like lighting a fire is creating like a spark that wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Or even extinguishing a fire. So we don't turn on our stoves. Some people turn their stoves on before Shabbos, and then they have like a metal plate over it and then keep their stoves on. That's how they can warm up food on shop. You know, like there's ways to use fire. You can't create it bigger or smaller. It's really a very lively day. Like it's not like a day, like it says day of rest, but like it's a pretty lively, active day.
Okay, there are 39 main things you cannot do on the Sabbath. Why? I mean, it's a long story. From there, there's subdivisions to those 39 main things. Those end up being like hundreds and thousands of whatever sub laws or something like that. So one of them is obviously not actually, a matter of fact, you can see here that right there, that's the Jewish law for the Sabbath, and there's much more to it. So point is the main that we do not do, period, and the offshoots of those 39, which are basically comes down to like hundreds, if not thousands of other laws. But not everybody knows the laws because most of them is not applicable today. Again, every day we learn these laws, so we know what is applicable to us and what is not applicable to us. For example, lighting a fire is not okay. Turning on the gas stove is not okay. Now you might say, where does it say in the Bible that you're not allowed to turn on the gas stove? They did not have gas stoves those days. Because the thing is, the law that prohibits us from turning on a gas stove on the Sabbath is, thou shalt do not make a fire. So there's an offshoot. So that's the reason why we don't drive a car, because when you drive a car, you have the ignition system creating a fire. And this is not something that just people put together. It's not something that somebody decided. On my phone, it's called the Gemara, where the main big rabbis, they say, oh, maybe we can turn on the fire. And then somebody says, no, you cannot. So there's going back and forth argument. There's a point of argument to find out what is really the truth. So there's a lot of things you can do, and there's a lot of things you should do. You should wear nice clothing. You should have a festive meal. You should have a happy time. You should learn more and this and that. So yeah, it's basically like kind of like Thanksgiving, the Sabbath.
You guys are wonderful, and I'm really grateful for your help.
You're doing a great job, a very important job.
Yeah.
You're helping parents help their kids, because the
Yeah.
whole world is based on family, and we wish you only the best.
Yeah, and all the best to your wife.
Thank you.
Bye. You take your thumb and your pinky.
Oh,
You can do it too. Thumb and pinky, and then on the other hand, thumb and pointer.
Pointer.
And then you're gonna just go to the next finger. Oh, you want to do it with us, Mims? Okay, and then you go to the next finger. Yeah, and then the next finger.
like this?
Yeah, and then the last one. You just go back and forth. It's just good for the brain.